their main focus now is outgoings. They have released quite a number of players now. I think more than 6 players. That is, they started with their Angolo Kante, went for free. They sold Zeyech, they sold Mendy, they sold Karidu Kuribari, they have sold Mason Mount for 60, Kai Havertz for 65. I think that was the biggest sale they have done, £65 million to Arsenal. Another player is Kovacic to Man City, £30 million. And there's this one, Loftus-Cheek, was going to AC Milan, £15 million. So far, out of the sales, they have managed to get an income of around £210 million. That's a good transfer budget for this summer. However, they have a deficit of FFP, so they cannot be able to spend all that money. They need to spend at least to put maybe at least 100 to balance the book for last season. Then they can spend 100. Maybe they can buy 1 or 2 players, maybe a Caicedo or with another one. So Chelsea, so far they have focused on outgoings. I expect probably 1 or 2 more to go. Maybe an Aubameyang will go. Maybe a Makakaras will go. Then they're going to bring in 1 or 2 more players. And if they can manage to bring 1 or 2 players, then that's could be good enough to maybe to compete again to get a European position, even if not Champions League. Yeah? With Poch, considering they have very young and good talent, and Poch is good in that, in developing young talents. Remember, Poch did a very fantastic job at Tottenham by bringing in very young talented players to a position of becoming a commanding force for top 4 position in that Tottenham squad. So I expected Poch to do a very good job at Chelsea with the youngster. Because actually I've seen they have not stopped buying youngster. They are scouting all young upcoming talent in Europe, and they are buying them cheaper, probably 10 to 15 million. Then they are going to send them on loan and gamble on whether they are going to generate a huge fee in 1 or 2 years to come. Then if they can also pick one or few of the players who can shine, then combine the current squad, which I believe they still have young players, then they can be able to have a competitive squad for maybe another 3-4 seasons to come. So basically, Chelsea so far is all about outgoings, and maybe later they can be able to pull in 1 or 2 transfer. The one that is very close, I think it's Moise Caicedo. That one I think is good. It's very close. But my question is, does he come to play alongside Enzo Fernandez? Is going to replace Enzo? Because they are both similar type of player. They are defensive type of player. They are defensive midfielder players. So if they play in one position, are they going to play alongside each other? Maybe push forward an Enzo Fernandez and then Kante to sit back, or are they going to maybe one sit on the bench and the other maybe to start? I don't know from that angle, but Caicedo I think is the one that is really close to joining Chelsea Football Club. So far transfer fine, no major signing across the Premier League. The only 2 big transfer that has happened is for Declan from Arsenal and Tonali for Newcastle. So things are going good for all the club, but no major signings.